This topic came up in a conversation I had with one of my private clients, and she was saying, she was talking about how what she was doing was working so well. She had created a system for capturing ideas, and it worked. And she was giving me these examples. And then later on our call, she shared another example of something that's working. And she said, Tracy, these are things I never even knew I needed. So that's what our topic's going to be. 5 things that you probably didn't know that you needed to feel organized, to be organized, to have a business that works for you, where you can find what you need, where you have some simple things in place to help you. So that's what I'm going to talk about. That's what I'm going to share today. 5 things you didn't know you needed to organize your business. Are you ready to work less, feel more organized and productive, streamline repetitive tasks, and implement systems that allow your coaching business to run smoothly even without you? If so, you're in the right place. Welcome to the Organized Coach Podcast, your go-to source for practical tips and solutions. I'm your host, Tracy Hoth, professional organizer, certified life coach, simplifying expert, and most of all, down-to-earth fellow coach just like you. No matter if you think you're missing the organizing gene, have ADHD, or just love anything organizing, I'm here to help you become an organized coach with a business that works for you. Pull up a seat and let's get started. Real quick question before we dive in. Do you believe that your work impacts lives and you want to reach more people, but behind the scenes, you kind of feel like a mess, constantly searching for files, overspending on software you don't even remember signing up for, you lack structure, you're wasting so much time? I've got just the thing for you. I want you to imagine your time was organized. You knew exactly what to do that would actually make you money. Your files were in a structure that makes sense to your brain. Your processes are running efficiently. I want you to think about the difference this could make in your business and your life. No more drama, no more beating yourself up. All that time you wasted can now be spent filling your business with paying clients. Listen, I know that getting organized might feel super overwhelming to you. That's why I'm offering you a free class, 3 simple steps to an organized and profitable coaching business, where I'm going to share with you the only 5 files you need to organize your digital world. Head over to simplysquaredaway.com/5 files, the number 5 files, for instant access. You get to watch whenever it's convenient for you. And finally, get a simple understanding of the 3 parts of an organized business, one that runs with ease. This is the first step. Sign up now and transform your business from chaos to clarity. And a secret benefit, learning these skills will overflow into your home and life. You signed up? simplysquaredaway.com/5 files. All right, let's jump into today's episode. Here we go. I haven't done a solo episode in a while. It's kind of fun sitting at my computer, looking out the window. My daughter's at the pool, and I'm like, oh, I just want to go lay in this beautiful sun. It's so nice outside, but I am making myself stay here to record this episode. I have a lot of interviews up and coming up, and I just want to do a solo episode. Do you have a preference? Do you like solo versus interviews? I've had such good topics with experts that I love having them on to talk about it, to have a conversation. But I also know some people prefer solo episodes. So let me know. DM me on Instagram or email me or whatever you want to let me know. Okay, 5 things you didn't know you needed. Like I said, this came up in a conversation with one of my clients, and I am going to give you the overview, what it is, and then very specifically kind of what I recommend to start with, to test out, to see if it's going to work. And we'll go from there. So number 1, shortcuts. And I'm specifically thinking of the bookmarks bar. When you have your bookmarks bar tailored to your workday, tailored to how you work, specific to what you go to every day, to the links that you need. So I think about your bookmarks bar and I think, okay, everything that I click to needs to be listed in the front, and I don't want any writing. I just want the icons or also known as the favicons. I just want those to be pictures, a little tiny symbol, and everything I need and I go to is up in the front to the left side. Then I like to have my dashboards that I use in my business. So there are 4 dashboards I run my business from. Those are next. Then I like to have folders. So if I'm currently in a program, it has a folder. I have a client folder, and everything I need, I can click to in an instant. So I hover over the folder. It comes up with the link to the portal, the link to anything I'm working on, the link to my ads, the link, everything link that I need is right there. I don't have to go up to the URL. I don't have to type stuff in. I don't have to go find links. I don't have to go into my Google Drive. When I'm working on something, I want it to have a shortcut. So the bookmarks bar and having it tailored to you is number one. I mean, it has given me so much joy. So you might not even know how great it can be. Okay, so that's number one. She had no idea, and now she loves it. That's something I help with. That's something we look at. Let's save you so much time by getting that set up. And a lot of that, you've never done it before. You might not have any idea how to not only organize it, but just the tech part of it, how to get to it and what you should do and how to take the words out and all of that stuff. So when you have that set up, that literally probably saves you, minimum 30 minutes every day. And you multiply that times the amount of time you spend in your business, and it's life-changing. Imagine 30 minutes every day focused on your clients, focused on creating content, focused on marketing activities that get you clients. And that is just from the shortcut of the bookmark bar. Okay? Number 1. I do have an episode on this, so go to that episode. Linked in that episode is a video that I show you how to do that. Okay, number 2, a way to organize your ideas, a way to capture information that's in your head. Okay, that is key. Now, information in your head could be things that you need to do, but let's just look first at ways to organize your ideas, ways to capture ideas from your mind. Because what happens is you write them down on a piece of paper. You create a note in your notes app, and you then now have 47 notes that you never go back to. My specific way that I recommend to people is to have the idea tracker. And that is one of the 4 dashboards that is going to capture ideas. So if I'm online and I find a landing page or I go through someone's funnel, oh my gosh, I've been loving seeing how people capture my attention. Like, what is it? And then seeing a page that I think either has really good copy or like the design or whatever, I will take the link and put it into my idea tracker under, I think the name of that tab is landing pages or funnels. I can't remember. I love having that. Or someone tells me this certain thing that I need, or a book I should read, or any kind of idea, an idea I have for a podcast, an idea I have for content or my program, or I'm mapping out a freebie that I want to do. All of that stuff, all of those ideas need to be captured in a systematic way so that when you need the idea, you actually know where to find it. What she was doing is she's capturing ideas for her podcast. And so she has a tab on her idea tracker that's called Podcast Ideas, and she is putting information into that. And now when she's out on walks, what she wanted to do, and what I think we're all tempted to do, is to think of other ways to do it. Like, oh, I don't know. I mean, the idea tracker on my phone, it's a little bit small and it seems hard to get my idea in there. Then she was wanting to add another step in there. And I was like, okay, well, let's go on our phone. Let's just look at it. Let's just test this. Let's keep, which is number 3. So I keep trying to not say number 3. I should have put number 3 as number 2, but it's the power of 1. You didn't know you needed the power of 1. So to apply the power of one to capturing ideas, if we keep all the ideas in one place, we don't have another place where we capture, we just keep them in this one place, then we know if we ever need it, we know where to go. It's in that one place. Every single idea is in one place. You can get to it with one click and it's all there. Okay. Some people don't know they need that. They might have lots of different places where they put different kinds of ideas, and often they just write it on notes or in journals. Maybe they have 10 different journals, or they, have 2 different journals and they're not sure which journal it's in. So they have to go back and read and look. I mean, maybe you can relate to some of this, but that's why I think the idea tracker. So I'm going to link to the bookmarks bar. I'm going to link to the idea tracker. Oh, let me finish telling you. She was capturing ideas for her podcast, but now she wanted to capture ideas for some other category. So what was happening was she was screenshotting things that she needed to follow up on her phone. And I was like, why don't we use the system that we already have in place that is really, really working? Why don't we add a tab and have it be follow up? So now instead of screenshotting that and then never adding it anywhere and having to look through all your photos and all your screenshots to find what you thought you wanted to follow up on. Now she's just going to capture the URL and put it into the same way she does with the idea tracker, put it into her idea tracker under a tab called follow up. So it would be the thing she was going to follow up on with the actual URL. So she could go one click, immediately get there and follow up. It just made me so happy that I could keep it down to one thing. Keep our brain focused on being trained. Everything gets captured in that one location. And then you can find it when you need it. Okay, number 3 is the power of one. So the power of one is, if possible, you use one. Everything's in one location. Everything is captured in one way. Everything follows the same one process. Anytime you can use that, use the power of one. And it's so funny. I didn't know how essential this topic was, or this thing, because my clients and people in Organized Coach Academy and in Organized Life Academy, they're all saying over and over to me, oh, I'm using the power of one, Tracy. And they think, oh, but I remembered. One place is better than multiple places. Or what do I already have? I already do it in this one way. So let's not create some new way to do it. And it's just so cute how everyone is realizing they didn't even know they needed the power of one. Okay, so shortcuts via the bookmark bar. One simple way to capture your ideas using the idea tracker. And then the power of one applied to all the different areas of your life. That's number 3. Number 4 is templates. I'm going to give you 3 examples of templates. 2 of them are email templates. And so there is a place I use Apple Mail, and my Google account and my work account come into Apple Mail. So there is a place in Apple Mail called templates. You probably can create that in any system or software you use. But there's a template place. So I go into my template, I just copy it, and then I paste it into an email. And I use this specifically when I have a guest that is speaking in Organized Life Academy or Organized Coach Academy. I copy this template, and then the links, if there's a link, I just have it in all caps, like link, so that I replace it with the correct link. And then it reminds them of their call and if they need anything. And I usually give them my phone number in case at the last minute they need to text me if there's something wrong. So everything's in that template. I just can copy and paste it. The other way I use the email template is when someone is a guest on my podcast and their podcast goes live. I copy this template, put it into a new email, and it has everything listed. So then all I need to do is get the links to the thing, so that I give a graphic, I give a pin, their story shaped graphic, I give their quote graphic, and then I give them the link to Spotify, to Apple, and to my website for their podcast. So nice and so fast. I don't have to think about it. I don't have to remake it. So anytime that you can create a template and save it, I would suggest you do that. The other way, I am loving the template, and I've been helping clients do this, is to create a client template. So when you have a new client, you make a copy of, I've been using the Google Doc, using the outline aspect of it. And I put the link to our calls. If there's a portal, I put the link up there. I put our contact information at the bottom. And then I put anything that I'm giving them on a weekly basis. I put their calls, dates, and numbers in there. And that's all in the outline. And then when we have our call, I can paste the notes in there. And then I link that. It's in my folder on the bookmarks bar. So when I have a call, I hover over clients, the folder, and then I can see their initials. And then I click on their notes. It opens up. I click the link and I'm on the call within literally 5 seconds. And then I take notes in that. I don't have to send them a follow-up email. All the notes are in there. They have access to it because I share that document with them. So they are actually in it. Just the other day, it was so nice. We were filling out a model on a mindset issue or block that one of my clients had, and she could watch the notes along with me and see what I was typing and what I was, and just the whole visual aspect of it was so good. And it was saved in there. So I didn't have to take a picture off my board or do anything else. It was all in our notes and she could go back and look at it. The other thing that's great as the coach, I will write in there, like if I say to a client, oh, there's an article I have, or there's the podcast episode I would recommend, or I'll share with you a template that I have, I'll write that in the notes and then put a colon or highlight it if I need to. And then that's what I know that I can follow up. Like after our call or at the end of the day when I'm closing everything out, I will close, or I will make sure I get that stuff put in there. And then using the outline feature of a document, I'll put the header of that as, I'll change it from normal text to header 2 or 3 so that they can find it just by clicking over the outline, not having to read through every single note. Or if something's really great, I can highlight it in yellow and they can find it really quickly. So those are some benefits of templates. So shortcuts, the bookmarks bar, ways to capture ideas, the idea tracker, the power of one, and then templates. And the final thing is the business dashboard. I think every business needs a central location for all the stuff. So in my business dashboard, I have a list of expenses. And I think I've talked about this before. When I get my credit card statement, I'll see on there, oh, I just got charged for Loom because I started paying for Loom. And I'll go on there with one click because it's on my bookmarks bar, and I will scroll down to Loom. I'll see if it's the same amount and if it's current, and then I can be done with that. But it's all in one location. Where else do you look? I'm like, where would people go? They'd have to go to their banking or their, I don't know, but I love having it. And even when I'm in there, I can glance through and think, okay, am I using this? Yep. Those are good expenses that I want to pay for right now. I'm not forgetting that I've signed up for things. And just by doing this process in Organized Coach Academy, when we set up our business dashboard, that's the only place it's available right now. You can get it for free included in Organized Coach Academy. And one of the modules is setting up our assets. And so we decide what numbers are we going to track. And that's a tab in our dashboard. Well, I like having my bio in there and any links. So if I'm a guest on a show or if I am speaking somewhere and I need to get the information and all my links and the headshot and your bio and all of that stuff, I can just grab that super quickly. I have my expenses. Like I said, I have any affiliate links that I'm affiliate to. Even if it's like I don't need to put the actual affiliate link, but I put the portal that the affiliate links and maybe graphics are, where they are. I put that link in there. I have my SOP catalog. So I know what SOPs do I have? And I can get to them really easily, even though I would also recommend having a bookmarks bar with them linked so you don't even have to open your business dashboard. I have launch information in there. I have offers that I've made. Like, what have I made in the past that has been useful? Like, maybe I did a 5-day challenge, or I have a free packing template that I did a long time ago. So I know I don't have to search I could find it in my Google Drive, but I could also go into the offers, click, boom, everything I need. The blog post, I put it in, like the actual template, the public template, it's all listed in my offers page. So who knew that this business dashboard would help you in so many ways? You just maybe never even thought of that. So by having this and by setting it up, you are saving time multiplied over the life of your business. It's so exciting. I hope you feel as excited as I do about this stuff. I've worked with so many people so I can see what the needs are, and I figured it out by testing a whole bunch of stuff for myself to finally come up with what I think is needed in a way that's super simple, so simple, that uses things that you already have. You're not having to go buy more software and purchase extra things in order to set these things up. You already have what you need. Because everything I use is a Google Doc or a Google Sheet. So even if you don't use Google Sheets or Google Docs, you use something similar to it. And so you can set these things up with what you already have. Don't start something new. Don't buy something new. Don't get tempted by shiny, pretty things that people after working hours and hours have set up. Okay. So here we go. 5 things you didn't know you needed to organize your business. Your bookmarks bar, your idea tracker, the power of one, templates, and your business dashboard. Which ones of those do you have? What do you need help with? Let me help you inside Organized Coach Academy. Come in there. Join today. You can get in immediately. Get in there and let's get these things set up for you. Let's start learning the skills and training our brain to think in a way that complies with how you're made. I'm not going to make you think a certain way, but I'm going to teach you how to use these structures to help train your brain so that it eases the difficulty. So it eases the complication and the overwhelm. It trains your brain to filter and to use the power of one and reduce decision fatigue so that you can be your best self and so that you have time to get your clients the results that they need. So they refer all their friends. They come back and you fill up your calendar with paying clients. Okay, hope this was useful. Let me know if there's something else that you think you didn't know you needed to organize your business. Okay, have an amazing day. We'll see you next week. Wait, if you're finding this podcast useful, you must check out the Organized Coach Academy. It's my course where I walk you through every step to get your business organized, to get yourself organized, to save money and time, to prepare to hire someone, to do all the things that you want to do in your business with ease. Check that out at simplysquaredaway.com/OCA. Also, I'm sure you've heard this a million times, but I would love it. It's my way of knowing that you're enjoying the podcast if you leave a written review. I have lots of freebies for you. They're linked in the show notes. You can find them in my bio on Instagram at Tracy Hoth. And until next week, have a beautiful day.